What makes Muzi Sambo great? Or more specifically, why is his channel growing so rapidly? Is it because akekho lapho, as he always says?
Don't mind the GTI as Zelangayon. It is just here to grab your attention because I know how the human brain works. But asikho lapho. This video is a numeracy session or MLMMS for those who did OBE. I'm a 2000 have no idea what I'm talking about right now. It's now we did NCS and OBE. For my LLC 1, LLC 2, LLC 3, I like kept saying no passing about 30%. With 30%, you don't even qualify for re-exam university, but asikho lapho. 200,000 rands budget car hunt part 2. Today is the big day. You can negotiate one. And just like in football, when you're playing a big game, you put your best player in the starting lineup. So namhla go action because I'm the best player. I'm Cristiano Ronaldo because Ronaldo is the best player in the world, but asikho lapho. If you're a Messi fan, go argue on Twitter. We don't do that here.
Or is it the great advice that he usually gives with pertaining to women?
If your girl knows the difference between a Polo and a Golf GTI, just focus on yourself, my king. She belongs to the streets.
Let's try and unpack this in this video. So who is Muzi Sambo? Muzi Sambo is a South African YouTuber who talks everything about cars from a South African or an Mzansi context. And in this video, I'm going to discuss why he's so great. As you can see, Muzi Sambo has a large catalog of videos, and most of them average a couple thousand views. And his niche is cars. He started this YouTube channel just about a year ago from now, and this is the first video that he posted. And a year later, he has about 60,000 subscribers, now nearing 61,000 subscribers. Muzi Sambo's channel has grown quite significantly in the last few months. He gained a lot of followers in 2020. So in this video, I'm just going to go over why Muzi Sambo is a great YouTuber and why his channel is growing so quickly.
Today we're going to fetch snow with our new car, and we decided to leave the GTI at home, so we took a taxi to Nelspruit just for vibes. By the way, this is how I learned how to drive. I used to sit right here and observe what the driver is doing, when does he change gears and why. Also, which pedal does he use. At the age of 13, in my head I was already a Schumacher.
Muzi is very relatable. In the beginning, in most of his videos, he generally tends to give a story before he starts his videos to hook his audience into watching his videos. And most of the time, he speaks about a relatable story that the average South African can relate to. This is one of the main reasons why he's so likable, and South Africans really love his content.
So now we have covered cost number 2, which is 2,200 for insurance, which also includes a tracking device. So my total monthly cost of ownership is 8,800 excluding petrol, because it is not a must to buy petrol. If you don't have money for petrol, you just park your car and no one will arrest you or repossess your car. If you have money, you can just pour 50 rand and go see your girlfriends and come back and park the car. It's that simple.
So this is Muzi's bread and butter, the actual car content. Muzi makes very good car content. His content is not limited to just reviewing cars. His content consists of in-depth reviews of certain cars, mostly cars that your average South African can afford. He gives in-depth reviews of those cars. Most of the cars that you see, he gets from the dealership. He either goes to the dealership, takes a few clips, and does a full review on the car, or if he has access to drive the car, he will take the car out for a test drive the car, and give his in-depth review. But what makes Muzi stand out from the rest of the car reviewers in YouTube, specifically in South African YouTube, is he goes beyond just car reviews. Muzi also gives financial car advice based on his experience and cost of ownership of certain models or most models that he reviews, cost of insurance, cost of the car, and the cost of petrol that he will typically use. This is what makes Muzi stand out from the rest of the car reviewers, as most car reviewers just review the car, give it specs, tell you how it drives, and leaves it at that. Muzi goes beyond this by giving you financial advice, insurance, cost of ownership, and much more. Muzi also, in his in depth reviews, tends to compare other vehicles within the same price range to try to give you the best value for money instead of just reviewing a car in a vacuum. His car reviews are very informative and educational, and that's why most people have gravitated towards his channel.
Ni ri nxave movha kasi ni tirhambele tinkinga no so va mputsa ka ditori tsa di-parts tsa go tswa Germany ba re hehe tshwanetse ke reng nna ke nyaka tšheletaka nka se dlale ke makgowa masipa batho.
He's just very funny in general. Muzi makes jokes in his videos, and his jokes mostly land. He's a very funny guy, and he is genuine and relatable and down to earth. I don't really know if he's down to earth, but he seems like a down to earth guy. He has stories for days that he tells in his videos, and his stories usually end in a joke, which usually sticks the landing. He's got a very local flavor in his videos. He speaks in vernac. He throws in a bit of vernac here and there just to disrupt the English, because English is not our mother tongue. Now I'm the whole time. As Muzi would say, asiko lap. This is why Muzi is a great YouTuber. I've given a very short list, as to list everything that makes his YouTube channel great would take over 10 minutes. And I'm too lazy to make a video that long. Anyway, the reason why Muzi is the first YouTuber that I am reviewing is because he inspired me to make my own YouTube channel. And he thinks Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player in the world. And that for me is a W, no matter which way you look at it. Muzi, if you see this video, please just give it a like and share it to your audience. I'd also love to have over 1,000 subscribers.